I like to call fiction books fake reality because they are lies based on reality. And I believe that this fake reality helps you to grow as a person way more than real life. And look, even my dog agrees. That's not what I always thought. I used to think that only self-help books are going to make my life better and me a better person. So naturally, I read a lot of self-help books with very few fiction on the side. But guess what? It did not make my life better. Instead, it became worse for a while. But that's a story for another video. If you wanna know, comment and subscribe. After reading self-help books for 4.5 years, I started reading fiction in 2019. Things were going pretty normally until I read two masterpieces and they just blew my mind. And one of them is The Alchemist. I read this novel in late 2019 and it made such a tremendous effect on my mind at the time that I made a new decade resolution of conquering 2020 to 2030. I did not knew what that meant, but I knew what it felt like. So I'm going to share with you few things that made an impact in my life while reading this book. What is a personal calling? Whenever we do something that fills us with enthusiasm, we are following a legend. At that time, the idea of personal calling was not that new to me. It was not an extremely new concept. I already read this in the self-help books. I knew that there has to be some reason why I am put on this planet, obviously. The story in this book is about that personal calling and destiny. The story in this book motivated me enough to find my own personal calling. However, we don't all have the courage to confront our own dream. Why? There are 4 obstacles. First, we are told from childhood onwards that everything we want to do is impossible. This thing about childhood is very complicated because childhood is filled with friends and family, and both of those things motivate or demotivate us to find our calling. In my childhood, there was no one in my friend circle or whatever who wanted to do something different, and my circle at the time felt intimidated by the people who used to do creative things. So naturally, I also felt intimidated by it. So I never pursued my creative interest. Everything changed when I read The Artist Way, which you already know the story if you have watched this video. If we have the courage to disenter our dream, we are then faced by the second obstacle, love. We know what we want to do, but are afraid of hurting those around us by abandoning everything in order to pursue our dream. The thing about love is, personally, I really don't care about people that much. I'm not selfish, because selfish people are kind of like want something good happen to them on the expense of something bad happen to others. I'm not like that. I just don't really care about it anymore. If someone has time to criticize me following my dreams, well, it's not me who is wasting my life. Once we have accepted that love is a stimulus, we come up against the third obstacle, fear of defeats. We will meet on the path. Oh God. This is something that I constantly fear that I won't be able to achieve my dreams. Even with this video, I fear that this video is not going to bring new people to my channel and I'm always going to be stuck at 30 subscribers. And there are way more fears in my brain that maybe what I make is not good. Maybe I'm never gonna make something that can make an impact in someone's life. There are so many fear of defeats that are going to hold you back when you are pursuing your dream or when you are finding your dream. I can't say that they're not gonna come because they are gonna come, as you have read already. I can just say that bear with it. I am more afraid of the alternative of not having anything to pursue in a day. That is very scary for me. And I ask myself, are defeats necessary? Well, necessary or not, they happen. When we first begin fighting for our dream, we have no experience and make many mistakes. The secret of life, though, is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. So why is it important to live our personal calling if we are only going to suffer more than other people? Because once we have overcome the defeats, and we always do, we are filled with greater sense of euphoria and confidence. In the silence of our hearts, we know that we are proving ourselves worthy of the miracle of life. He still had doubts about the decision he had made, but he was able to understand one thing. Making a decision was only the beginning of the things. When someone makes a decision, he is really diving into a strong current that will carry him to places he had never dreamed of when he first made the decision. The decision I made in 2020, which was part of my new decade resolution, was that to become creative. And I bought the book Artist Way and started following my creativity. So this was the fake reality that gave me wings to dream. The Alchemist. If there is a certain book you want me to talk about and how that book changed few thought processes in my brain, comment down below. Also, I want to do a live stream reading The Alchemist and other books and talk to you directly and discuss with you directly about my thoughts while reading the book. So if you want that to happen, please get me to 1000 subscribers. So at least I have a few people watching my live stream and I'm not the only one speaking and screaming in the live stream. So thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Bye.